Yeah, it's about the actual confirmation you're going to have this month. I mean, this confirmation is going to change literally everything, because once you get this confirmation, you're going to be able to realize and understand things way, way beyond the actual months of July and August. Both months of July and August are going to be equally just as important when it comes to you having this absolutely mind-blowing confirmation, which is kind of it's going to surprise you a little bit, but then you're not going to be as surprised. But it's important because it is just going to start the progress and the process in your life that is just basically going to put you on the path, which is just going to, on another hand, help you to realize the opportunities that you wouldn't normally have. But these opportunities are significant for you because they're pretty much so to do with things that you have been working on for such a long time, trying to achieve. But at the same time, you know, there were certain aspects of your life that were actually slowed down within this process that affected you. So you kind of didn't achieve, or you didn't kind of feel achieved, that you didn't kind of feel that you kind of achieved the necessary progress. So you didn't feel like you achieved as much as you wanted to achieve. But this is purely to do with this particular blockage. What I wanted to say before, like the months of July and August are going to be literally equally as important when it comes to your personal energy, when it comes to your personal power, when it comes to your personal vibration. And you know what it is actually going to reflect on your psychic abilities, on your subconscious mind, on your third psychic eye and your pineal gland. This is all going to be so enhanced and enlightened within July and August. So this is why am I saying this, that it's, oh my God, you're gonna come across a very strange and unusual situation when it comes to the roughly at around the 15th of July. I need you to understand that this, you need to understand that you have to trust your own intuition, because your own intuition is not going to lead you astray. This is very important when it comes to that confirmation that I was talking about, because it's going to help you to remove yourself from the situation and from a rather a large negativity in your life. But most importantly, it is actually going to bring you an opportunity which is just going to surprise you at around the end of the month of July 2021. That opportunity is not going to be then ready right then and there, but it's the fact that you're going to become aware of this opportunity that it's about to come up, and you're going to understand and you're going to realize how everything is connected, but above all, how important it is to trust your own intuition. Okay? To trust your own intuition. If something sounds like, oh my God, then you have to trust your own intuition, and this is when things are gonna pay off for you big time. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous Leo, and it's for July 2021. So this monthly horoscope tarot card focus is for you, my gorgeous Leone, and it's for July 2021. And when it comes to that magic number, that wonderful number that is just going to be very important when it comes to the actual whole month of July, is 0108. This is a very, very powerful number when it comes to you finding yourself, you know, on a very, very interesting path indeed, that is going to surprise you. But this is the relevant part of your own inner knowledge that is just going to start coming out of you, and you're going to find yourself like feeling to do something that you wouldn't normally do. But this is all part of this a little surprise that you're actually going to have, which is at the end of the day going to make you realize that there is a certain part of your life that you really need to kind of sacrifice in order to get where you want to get. On another hand, 0108 also means that, you know, it's pretty much so about the actual very, very powerful and strong opportunity, and this opportunity opportunity is going to come like a really the greatest reward ever, because you know the specific part of your life that you have been like working for so hard, that you have been trying to achieve. And I'm reminding you, it's purely because of those blockages, those karmic and spiritual blockages that you had. It slowed you down and it put you in the middle of the storm, and now you were in the middle of the storm for the last like about 7 to 8 months, for the last 7 to 8 months, quite a lot. And now this is you coming out of it, so you will be able to feel this energy, you will be able to feel this vibration. And also on another hand, a big justice moment. You are going to have a big justice moment. This is going to be so personal to you and so important to you. At the same time, you know, you need to remember this. Someone is going to get in touch with you. Someone is going to let you know something to do with your own personal justice. At the same time, you must not miss this. It is not as such about the opportunity, but it's so much about the actual advice that you are going to get, that you are going to gain at around the same time. It is more like about the confirmation, but then like a really kind of personal advice that you are going to gather and gain from this situation. You're not going to be told this kind of directly, but you will see and you will know exactly what I mean. You see, very important negotiation is going to take place. When this important negotiation take place, this is when you have to trust your intuition. You need to remember to have and keep your legs, you know, like really like, oh my Lord, firmly on the ground, which means that you have to trust yourself. And this is the only way to be, it's the only way to go, because sometimes this life is crazy and there are crazy things that happen in life, and very easily people are just led by, you know, we can find ourselves being led by towards all sorts of different directions, all sorts of different dimensions, when you realize that, you know, certain people can be very strange, you know, certain people can be really bizarre, and it gets you wonder. And there are lots of little confirmations that you are going to have. The only step forward is just to keep on trusting yourself. Keep on trusting yourself. It's very important now more than ever. Okay, 0108. It's about the actual, you know, very important invitation and opportunity that you're going to become aware of, you know, and this is brilliant. But you need to remember that you must not rush with anything, and you need to think about a certain approach. You need to take like a few days around it, and these few days are going to be golden. These few days are going to be magnificent, because they're going to bring so much within you, but it's also going to help you to expand your subconscious mind on so many different levels, and your dreams are going to be communicating you and in such a way where you're not completely aware of your dreams, but within these few days, you know, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes, you're aware of like very strongly exactly what you need to do and what you must not do at the same time. So this is why I said it's all about this certain approach that you need to take in the best possible way, in the right way, by taking your time. So if you feel like rushed or anything like that, just remember what I said. This is very important, because this is going to lead towards your own advancement, and also towards something very attractive part of your life. It's going to be revealed to you about 7 days after as your own personal reward, you know. And also, on another hand, it's about the actual challenging situation that you are going to have this month, and the challenging situation, the answer to that challenging situation, and what this challenging situation is going to be. It is just like an important conversation with somebody that you don't really maybe like, or somebody that you don't really get on with, or somebody that you feel very negative towards, but there is a problem that it's gonna come up, problem reason already, but you need to sort this out. It's very important, because something is slowly coming to an end, and you really need to kind of break through by sorting things out with people in your life that you have to discuss, but you don't necessarily like doing it. This is one of the challenges, or part of the challenge that you need to do, but it's very important when it comes to your own personal completion, because because as soon as you do that, something new is going to be on horizon for you, and especially as soon as you do that, there is going to be the specific answer that you are going to get in August, at around the 17th of August, that is going to be completely connected to this situation, and it's also going to show you the way and light the path there where you kind of like didn't see things around. The process of the self-illumination is going to start then and there, so this is really important. You know, also on another hand, you know, you're also gonna feel, because the energy is going to be really thick, you know, this is going to be quite interesting indeed, because the energy is going to be really thick and very strong. This is going to reflect on you being very psychic, being very open-minded. You're going to understand so much that you wouldn't normally understand, although you are very deep, you are very spiritual, and you are very intuitive. But at the same time, you know, you need to understand that, you know, sometimes this energy can be quite confusing. It can be quite like a little bit like a Twilight Zone energy, you know, oh my God, I feel weird, I feel bizarre. Just remember that that same energy is going to work in your favor. That same energy is going to work in your own advantage. So just remember, one specific day, I just have a feeling that it's going to be like a Wednesday. One Wednesday, you're just gonna wake up, and in July, it's very, very strongly, I know it's Wednesday, that you're gonna wake up in July and you're gonna feel very strange and bizarre and unusual. There is something very significant that is gonna happen to you on that day. Something is gonna come to you and it's gonna blow your mind, but in the best possible way, because you're gonna recognize an absolutely mind-blowing opportunity. But what am I trying to say? That day you're gonna feel like a very heavy hermit moment. That energy is gonna be very heavy. You need to understand that that same energy you will use for your own advantage, whatever you need to do, but you feel, oh, I don't want to do it, or I can't do it, you know, certain situation, then you need to come across certain person that you need to kind of meet up with, you know, whatever you need to do, or some kind of important thing that you need to do, whatever you need to do, and you don't kind of feel like it, you know, you should just go for it, because that same energy is also going to kind of bring the most powerful essence of your own vibration and of your own energy out of you. So it's just very shortly, as soon as you start, you know, you're just going along, and it's just going to take you so far, because it's going to work in your favor. So this is something I need you to understand. It's very, very important indeed. You know, the more creative you are this month, the more you are going to achieve. The more creative you are this month, the more you're going to have out of it. The more creative you are, the more ideas you are going to have. This is absolutely mind-blowing month. I want you to understand. Please throw yourself into all sorts of situations and all sorts of opportunities, because this is going to be remarkable. Every now and then the energy becomes so magnetic that the more creative you are creating a very powerful and specific energy that is in return raising your vibration, and then you become very magnetic. And then you're just kind of having like a lots of ideas, because there is a certain idea that you're going to have, and that in itself is going to be like your spiritual fuel, you know, like your spiritual petrol, you know. It's important, because that same energy is going to make your determination more powerful. It's going to pinpoint you towards a certain initiative, and that is going to give you courage, that is going to give you strength, that is going to give you force, that is going to give you power to do what you need to do in order to make your life very successful. You know, sometimes you just need to understand that it's very important to swim, rather swim against the current, you know, very, very important to swim against the current every now and then. And this is exactly the situation that I'm trying to tell you about. This is going to lead towards the actual success, but also at the same time deep emotional feeling and your spirituality. It's going to put you on a certain path when you're going to find yourself on the spiritual quest. Absolutely fantastic, because it is going to really be reflect on the last 9 to 10 months, you know, the maybe negativity and sadness and confused that you had, because you felt a little bit stuck, and there was so much that you had to kind of maybe fight against or maybe go through, you know, in order to make your life successful, you know. So this is actually going to be brilliant, because it's going to direct you towards your own devotion, and it's going to help you to understand that you will come on top of things by simply being you. Okay, you must keep your own essence. You must listen to your own spirit. You must focus on your own power by following your own intuition and doing the things that just make sense to you, doing things that are right to you, like so much, because this is going to put you on the path. And at the same time, you're going to become aware of the maybe like a hidden little danger that you weren't aware of before, but this is important for you and your spiritual journey. But most importantly, it's about your own devotion. You will know exactly like where do you need to offer more energy, more services, more things in your life towards the specific goal. This is going to be revealed to you in the very last week of July. Pay attention to, you will know, and you're going to be surprised. And this is because you're reaching this moment in time when you're going to become aware of this spiritual shortcut. So this is why, oh okay, so you just need to pay attention to this moments, because it's all about you kind of like using the power of your subconscious mind and doing the right things in the best possible way at the right time, by putting and projecting more energy towards those specific parts of your life where you need to offer more services, when it comes to the specific goal in your life. And somebody very important in your life, a certain person in your life, somebody very close to you, very important, husband, wife, sister, mother, brother, somebody's just gonna, my God, play such an important role, because they're gonna tell you something as well this month, and it's just something that you have been waiting for, and something that is just gonna make you feel so happy, and something that is going to make you feel so excited, something that is just gonna make your life so much more kind of fulfilled, with so many beautiful emotions, because it's to do with the moment that you have been waiting for. But it looks like somebody who is in your life, the certain person is going to be playing an important role and give you the green light. Yeah, now it's time to go. You are going to become aware of some kind of hidden message, but most importantly, you are going to become aware of the very, very big change in your life by the end of July. Specifically, the last part of July, it's going to be playing an important role in that. And that is going to refresh you, re-energize you in so many different ways. And my God, you know what? I think you have been through a lot. Leonis, you have been through a lot, and there is just so much that someone can take, and this is that moment of your own power, which is just going to increase, through that confirmation and through the actual ability and trust, when it comes to your own intuition. Very important month indeed. Okay, when it comes to your health, my gorgeous Leonie, this is very important, that it's basically like, sensitive bones. I'm keep on seeing sensitive bones. I'm keep on seeing sensitive back. I'm keep on seeing things like a bit of like a sciatica, type of things. So now I would highly suggest you to kind of like make sure that you are sitting in the correct way, make sure that you are sitting straight, make sure that you're not straining yourself, make sure that you're not picking up too heavy things throughout the months, make sure that you are kind of like really kind of doing certain exercises. If you're able to do exercises, I know that you may not be able to do exercises, but if you're able to do just a little bit of exercises, would be absolutely superb. And on another hand, pretty much, so I would highly suggest you something like maybe most certainly like a natural vitamin D. But it depends where you live. If you've got enough natural sunshine, it's fantastic. If you don't live where it's sun, so much sun, then you just need to get something like a natural vitamin D, and this is going to help you with your bones, it's going to help you with your skeleton in general, and it's super important. And also calcium, magnesium, and zinc. Something like a natural calcium, magnesium, and zinc, my gorgeous Leonie, is a must. In combination with either organic, like a cod liver oil, I know it sounds gross, organic fish oils, or you can get like a plant version, organic flaxseed oil, which would give you the actual natural omega-3 essential fatty acids, but it would be from the plant version. If you have a problem with organic liver oil, cod liver oil, organic fish oils, but this is so good for you to boost your immune system. By the same time, it's fantastic when it comes to your circulation, and it's brilliant when it comes to painful joints, painful bones. It's brilliant all rounder, because it's going to keep your joints moist. Also, it's going to be beneficial for so many other things as well. And also, one more thing, my gorgeous Leonie, make sure if you're using like skin products and things like that, please don't don't use like chemicals, because it's like, please, because your skin is going to be quite sensitive, and try to, if you're using products on your skin, make sure that you're using like a natural products opposed to chemical products. Very important, you know. Literally, if you can't eat it, then don't put it on your skin, because you're just absorbing chemicals, and it's like, no baby, no. And on another hand, when it comes to sensitive skin, you just need to understand that, you know, when it comes to the actual deodorants and horrible deodorants with aluminium, try to leave deodorants with aluminium, try to use deodorants without aluminium, so that way your skin is going to breathe, you know, opposed to if you use products with aluminium, then it's just going to block your pores, and you're going to end up with a concoction of chemicals in your body. I mean, who wants that? This is really important. On another hand, cut out sugar. You're also going to have this terrible sensitivity towards sugar, but sugar is just vile, so I'm trying to say to everybody to cut it out as much as you can completely. I've cut out, I don't use sugar at all. I use organic maple syrup. I used to take honey, but now it's very difficult to even find pure honey anymore. I don't trust it because they mix so much in, it's crazy. So organic maple syrup would be the safest version to use it in a little bit of coffee, in a little bit of tea and things like that, and it's also going to be beneficial for you because it's going to give you so much energy. If you're on any other medications, if you're pregnant or if you're breastfeeding, you just need to check with your doctor, or you just need to check with your GP. Only your doctor or GP can tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. So now, my gorgeous Leonis, the very first date that I need you to be aware of, it's actually going to be the 6th of July. The 6th of July, it's not only the 6th of July, sorry, it's in between the 1st of July and the 6th of July, some kind of situation is going to arise, but you must not get kind of tricked into it, because it's going to look like you've got more time to respond type of thing. So you need to be really quick, you need to be really sharp, and the key date is going to be on the 6th of July. So you need to respond to something really quickly and really sharply. And you know what? It's coming from here, my babies. This eye is the powerful one here, and this is when the third eye, it's very enhanced, so it really needs to come from you. So if you find yourself like, oh my god, shall I ask him, shall I ask her, shall I check with John, shall I check with Mark, shall I check with Elizabeth, you know, no baby, no, it needs to come from here. Okay, it's very important, because what you're gonna do is going to be the right decision, but then again at the same time it's just going to lead towards a very important gain in your life. When it comes to spirituality, it's going to reflect on your excitement, the feel good, you know, by doing the right thing, but also it's going to lead towards an important material gain later on. And it's just like really fantastic moment in time when it comes to the actual happiness that you are going to feel on this particular day. And I can see that you will actually start here something really significant, that it's going to be very tiny, some kind of process you're going to start, but this is going to grow into something really massive and really enormous. And this is why it's important to be really optimistic and as creative as you possibly can. This is going to help you to have such a beautiful outlook on life, and you will feel the energy and vibration you didn't feel in a long time, because you've been through so much, my gorgeous Leonis. Indeed, I really like it, you know, because pretty much so you are going to actually remove yourself from the part of your life that has been keeping you restrained, and this restraining energy was affecting you in so many different ways. It was affecting your spirituality, and that's the worst. And once your spirituality is affected, you kind of get stuck. So you do things, you live your life, but you're just not feeling this energy anymore. So this is gonna come, this is where this energy is gonna come through, you know. It's fantastic because you're gonna feel so proud of yourself as well. And this is brilliant because this is also going to open your eyes. Okay, the second important date, my gorgeous Leonie, it's actually going to be on the 11th July. Like, oh my god, of course it's going to be on the 11th of July. We've got double one. It's like, oh my god, and it's July. So it's July, it's all about power, spirituality, understanding things from from a completely different level. It's all about our angels, it's all about our spirit guides, it's all about that little voice within that is going to be guiding you. Pay attention to the little voice within. Pay attention to your mind. You're going to be reminded of something very important, specific part of your life that it's missing. You're not paying attention to. There is something going to be there for you. I'm saying you're not paying attention to because purely so much was happening, but the 11th of July is going to mark and start the process of the spiritual awakening that is going to be very bright from the 11th of July until the end of that month. So the very specific situation is going to be connected to the 11th of July at the end of July, very end of July, where you're going to see exactly a kind of what the next step is going to be. The 11th of July, it's not only going to start the process of the new portal opening. What is this going to do for you? Your energy is going to start rising up. Your vibration is going to start changing. You're going to start finding yourself like kind of seeing hope where you didn't see hope before. You will give credit to yourself where you should give a credit. I'm not saying that you didn't give a credit to yourself before, but you just need to understand how magical and how powerful and how wonderful you are. Once you set your mind to do something, once you set to project your energy towards something, you do it so quickly and so nicely and so beautifully and so easily. You know, lots of other signs are kind of later, envious, because you have such a strong and powerful energy. You just need to sit in the room and everybody's going to be like, looking at you and noticing you without even saying anything. So this is the big mama energy that I'm actually talking about. This is all about the hope, faith, which is going to start rising up, and that in itself is just going to inspire you so much because you're going to become aware of the bright prospects. This is brilliant, and it's pretty much so going to have a very strong connection with your past. You will know which element of your past you are going to bring in. It's wonderful because it created a spiritual knot in your past, which means that this part of your past you are going to bring in. Not only it's going to help you to understand things about yourself, but it's also at the same time going to make you feel so brilliant, and it's going to help you with a certain problem. It's going to bring you solutions, some kind of understanding from the past. You will understand what am I talking about because you will put two and two together, and then that's it. Basically, it's about a bright prospect, and also at the same time, mixing the past and present, but also, it's about the actual optimism, and also, pay attention to the actual satisfaction and happiness that you are going to feel. This is brilliant. What else is going to happen in Omen? You're going to have a sign on the 11th of July. You're having another sign. You're having another omen. This is going to come in a form of a bird. Again, bird. Whether this bird is going to be big, whether this bird is going to be small, but you will know that this beautiful creature with wings, it's going to be your messenger. It's going to be your spiritual messenger because you're sharing the same bubble, you're sharing the same dimension, you're sharing the same spiritual energy, which is like a very familiar vibration. It's just going to be a little messenger, that is also at the same time going to make you to pay attention when you see that little bird, and the little bird that you can see, mind you, it can be on the 11th of July, from the 11th of July, in between the 11th of July and the end of that month. But when you see that bird, you will know that this has got a very strong connection with 11th of July. But most importantly, you need to pay attention to what was on your mind when you saw that bird. Okay, how does that bird look like? What did it do? There's so many answers going to be around it. It's going to be absolutely like, my Lord, mind-blowing, literally. And also need to pay attention to what is blocking you, what is preventing you to move on, what is making you feel really negative. This bird is going to be a sacred messenger that is also at the same time going to let you know that now this is going to change. Very important news is going to come not that long after, but in particular it's to do with the suspension, transition and change that you're going to become aware of, and it's pretty much so to do with the reversal of your life, where things have become very slow and negative and boring, if I can say like that. So it's important because slowly karmically came to an end. You will see exactly what part of your life you need to abandon, but at the same time it's to do with the sacrifice, readjustment, regeneration and rebirth. birth that is going to lead towards your own rebirth. So this little bird is going to have a few different little messages for you that are most certainly going to be sacred, but also you will know that an opportunity and an important news is coming. By the same time, it's to do with a certain sacrifice. This is important because specifically things that have been dragging and affecting you over the last 10 months and caused a lot of ruin, pain, sadness and sorrow, now this is going to give you a wonderful moment of you having a control over a situation, strength, courage, energy and determination is going to start going up, and you're going to start feeling very proud of yourself, but also even more strongly you're going to kind of like be seeing your point, and you will know exactly what to do, where to go. And sometimes you just know that sometimes you just need to swim a little bit against the current, and then later on eventually you just get an important reward. It's all about our specific spiritual journey and how we evolve and how we respond to it, how we go through it. It's all about our personal vibration. On another hand, it's about the confidence, and pay attention to the actual very message that you're gonna get on the 11th of July. This is also going to give you so much confidence, but also at the same time, it is just going to show you how much you have progressed, and you need to kind of give a credit to yourself. This is what I'm trying to say. Look at this. I'm just going to shuffle these oracle cards. Look at the 11th of July because it's such a magical day. It's such a magical number. And it's just a part of your spiritual awakening, so it's important. Look at this. Absolutely fantastic innocence. So it's yet again confirming things that, you will have a very strong connection with your past, very strong connection with your childhood as well at the same time. And on another hand, it's about divine timing. Look at this. Divine timing. Look at this. These oracle cards are just talking so beautifully right now, and I'm not surprised. Divine timing. Just remember that. Okay, so now also what I was going to recommend to you, my gorgeous Leone, would be black obsidian, because black obsidian is going to be wonderful when it comes to July, August and September, purely because you are going to come across the certain people that are going to be draining your energy, but you're going to need to do certain things in order to achieve specific aspects of your life. You need to go through this, so they will be draining your energy. So every single time when you're surrounded by the people that you don't like, or you have to do something that you don't like doing, I highly recommend you to get black obsidian, because it's going to protect your energy, but it's at the same time going to really inspire you when you need to be the most inspired. If you feel like a little bit deflated or a lot is going on, this is just going to help you, to keep things on top. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and to buy this, the link is in the description below. By buying things from my channel, my gorgeous Leonis, you're also supporting my channel as well. The third important date is going to be on the 29th of July. So now the 29th of July, it's all about, like, my God, please, there is something very important I need to tell you. It's like the actual you will kind of like just out of the blue, something is going to come to you, like you're going to feel a very strong connection to something, to a specific part of your life, but that needs a bit more for you to brush up on. That needs a bit more for you to kind of learn, because it's all about deep concentration, application and study, but then again it's all about the reflection and respect for knowledge. This is important, to pay attention to the specific part of your life that is just going to be calling you, but it's going to require from you to kind of read up a bit more, learn a bit more, because you're going to find it quite mind-blowing what you're actually going to find out. Maybe you thought, oh yeah, I know everything about this part, about this, but then again, once you get into it, once you get hold of it, like, oh my God, it's going to take you somewhere completely different, and this is really, really important, because at the same time, it's just basically about you following the path of your own desire to learn, new things. So this is what you need to see what this is. It's not going to be huge, massive, but it's going to create really huge, enormous process when it comes to like your own learning. And on another hand, what else I was going to say, this in itself is going to give you mind-blowing, a life-changing idea that is going to come up again at around mid-August. From mid-August until the end of August, this particular idea is just going to to start becoming very, very vibrant, and you will see how many different aspects of it are so important to you and your life, and how much they're connected to you, because they're also creating a spiritual bridge that is going to help you to get to somewhere really, really far when it comes to things that you're trying to do and achieve. Some kind of like an important news you will have here on the 29th of July. It's also bringing you an important news, and I really like it, from somebody kind of who maybe you don't know necessarily, but this is a specific, maybe you don't know, maybe you do know this person, maybe you don't know this person necessarily. I say this because it is somebody who is not completely like kind of in your life, but it's in your life, if that makes sense. So an important news, but somebody who you kind of like look up to, maybe in a certain way, somebody who you appreciate in a certain way. So that's the person that you're gonna get a news from, and you will know the news is all going to be about what part of your life you should be invest to. Okay, it's about an investment towards a specific part of your life that you normally wouldn't kind of maybe go towards at this moment in time, but this is also gonna be fantastic for you, because you know it's going to bring you satisfaction and a huge, massive, mind-blowing accomplishment later on, because it's going to put you towards the actual very important direction in your life, where you're going to become quite a part of the kind of cautious exploration, which is on one hand going to open your eyes, on another hand it's going to gently redirect you, and it's going to kind of show you the way that you weren't aware of before, but also sorry, on another hand you're going to become aware of certain maybe deception, trickery and dishonesty. You're going to become aware of the hidden danger, and this is the one that is really, really important indeed. Okay, so what else I was going to recommend? Rhodochrosite, of course. It's one of the most powerful crystals out there, purely because of its ability to boost your energy almost instantly. So it's fantastic for emotional energy. It's fantastic when we feel low. It's fantastic when we feel down. If we feel negative, if we feel like drained, if we kind of like need to talk to certain people and we don't kind of feel like talking to them, you know, this opens you up beautifully, opens you up instantly. If you feel like a little bit depressed or a little bit sad, this has got the ability to almost instantly change the way you feel. July, August and September, this is a must. Okay, this comes with a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. But buying things from my channel, you're also supporting my channel as well, my gorgeous Leonis indeed. So now I'm just going to say briefly what is going to happen, what to pay attention to within the first week of July, the midweek and the last part of July, mid-month, sorry, and the last part of July. So the first part of July, what I need you to remember is all about the actual taking the next steps. But then again, the first part of July, it's like about this revisiting old plans. You're gonna find yourself like thinking about the old plans. Pay attention to why are you revisiting old plans? Why are you focusing on on this part of your life? Because there is an important answer that is waiting for you there, and it's pretty much so going to answer which steps to actually take. Okay, and it's also kind of like about your own expansion, expanding your plans, and at the same time it's about you continuing to move forward. The mid part of July is just remember, put your foot down. You're very powerful this month. You will be very powerful in July, and you'll be very powerful in August. So mid-July, I want you to remember, this is the time to put your foot down. Somebody's going to kind of wind you up, but I want you to understand it's time to put your foot down, take a leadership role, and step into the spotlight. Very important to say, to also communicate your vision, okay? Communicate your vision, and do not be sensitive to any sort of criticism, because this is the way you just give your energy energy way. Okay, the last part of July is just, I really like it because, you know, it's like basically you're going to become aware of like a certain news that are to do with an exciting opportunities, but then you just need to remember to allow your creativity to soar. At the same time, you know, you just kind of like need to remember to do things that are making you feel very passionate, but at the same time finish what you start. You need to finish what you start. Very, very important, because it's all about the actual motivation behind someone successful, somebody very successful in your life who you think that are successful is going to be playing an important role when it comes to your own motivation, confirmation, and you will know what to do. Okay, so now I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards and I'm going to see sorry, I'm going to see what is going to happen to those of you who are in relationship, my gorgeous Leonis. What is going to happen with those of you who are in relationship? Okay, so, oh dear Lord. So see, now there is like kind of like there is a certain problem that is gonna come back. Some, you know, this is not a new problem. This is karmically something is going to return, and most certainly you are going to need to work on this, you see, because it's basically, it's to do with a problem that created lots of negativity, and this is something that have arisen, something that arise like over the last 10 months in between you and your partner. Maybe it's just going to be a little bit of misunderstanding, and then you're just going to bounce back to that part of your life where this misunderstanding kind of started. So you will understand, and you're going to realize that not only this is important for you to sort out, because if you don't, it's only going to come back and it's just going to bring a little bit of negativity. Do you know what is really wonderful? That in itself, as soon as you kind of work on it, you are actually, of course, you see this as the Queen of Swords. Hello, my darling. As soon as you work with it, you see this is so the problem, something is karmically important for you to work on, and it's just going to reflect on your own spiritual journey together when it comes to your own involvement. This is very important when it comes to the actual mid-July. At around the mid-July, this is going to be sorted. And it's brilliant. So the next stage for the couples is actually going to be the process of a self-illumination, the reward for what you have just done. And you're both going to realize that you're in self-denial about something, and you're going to realize also kind of what plan you will have in order to achieve something. And this plan is brilliant, and it's going to work amazingly, because it's going to make your both lives very, very happy and very excited later on. So you're going to come up with an important plan that is going to reflect beautifully on both of you. And also it's pretty much so rewardish, you know, it's pretty much so to do with the reward, you know, after like maybe heavy time or a negative time, not necessarily in between you two, but with things that have been happening to you, you know. So now I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to happen with those of you who are single and ready to mingle, my gorgeous Leonis. For those of you who are single, okay, Queen of Wands. Wow, lots of queens. This is just basically, do you know what? It's like it's about an inspiration. The first thing that is going to happen to those of you who are single, it is about the inspiration. This is very important. The particular person is going to inspire you. And I think it's like subconsciously you're still holding on to somebody, and that you actually shouldn't. So for those of you that are single, maybe you just came across someone who, oh yeah, it's amazing, that person is amazing, but something just didn't work quite right about that person. Or maybe you had a bit of a kissy with somebody, and then, you know, you're just still holding on to that person. It's almost like through one particular person, you're gonna realize that it's time to move on from that person, that it's not maybe the right person for you. So this is very, very important indeed, because this person is gonna inspire you, and it's gonna be playing an important role. Because on another hand, you see, it's just all about the actual somebody very special special who is going to start slowly walking into your life, but it's not going to happen in July. What is July going to do? This person, so first of all, that person is going to inspire you. Not only you will realize through this person that somebody else is not meant to be part of your life, maybe they will tell you this, so it's important. But on another hand, that person is also going to highlight a certain path for you, something that you should be doing. Somebody's going to be very honest with you, and that what you're going to do, it's going to be very strongly connected to the actual continuation and the part of your life that you maybe kind of forgot about a little bit. So you're going to find yourself on a little crossroads at around the end of the actual July 2021, and these crossroads are going to bring you on a path with somebody very, very special, somebody very powerful and very unique that you're only going to become aware of in August 2021. Okay, my gorgeous Leonis, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love every single one of you. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light. So I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.